Hello, ladies. Good evening. We're moving on with our learning. After we spoke about how the world was created and how there is a creator, and we looked into all the different things that Hashem made in His world, and all of the goodness that we're being given. So the next step, before even understanding and trying to understand what is the purpose of the creation, what is our role in the creation, first of all, we just need to look at this reality, this truth, that there is a creator, and that everything that we have, we were given by Him. And even before we talk about the purpose of everything, just this reality, just this truth, it means that we're being given so much every single day, and that we need to be grateful. And we need to understand how there are... Okay, so he explains how when you are grateful towards a person, it depends on how much this person meant to give you. Even if it doesn't matter so much how much he really helped you or gave you, but his intention. For example, if someone meant to help you so much and he devoted his time and his effort and everything, and then eventually he was only able to give you a little, but he worked so hard, then you would be so grateful for him, and it will mean so much more to you than if someone maybe gave you $1,000, but it was an accident. You didn't mean to, and somehow there was a misunderstanding and the bank transformed the money to your account. I wish we all had these accidents. You won't be so grateful because it was a mistake. He didn't mean to help you. So when we want to, when we are grateful to people, to someone who benefits us or helps us, it depends on what his intention was and how much he really wanted to help us. And if we try to look at different kinds of giving that we know in this world and learn from it to the relationship between us and Hashem. So we have different examples. If we try to look at it, for example, the relationship or the connection or the giving that a parent does towards his child, then of course parents give so much to their children, but they do it because their children are part of them. So basically everything that they give the children, they only give it because they are part of them, and giving their children is like giving to them. And taking care of our children, it's so imprinted in us, in our nature. It's not like we so much have the choice even. I remember how when I was a kid, my mom used to take me to like fun days, just me and her. We used to buy things, and I always came back home with bags and bags of clothes, and she used to buy me so much, and she barely bought herself. Most of the time she didn't buy anything. And I used to ask her, why do you buy so much to me? You don't buy anything to yourself. So she said that when I will grow up and when I will be a mom, I will know how much it's more fun buying to your children than to buy to yourself. And I didn't believe her at the time. But now I understand. It's much more fun buying to my children. It's much more fun designing my girl's room than designing my own room. Like, buying to your children, going and planning things for them for their birthdays. It's much more exciting than planning my own birthday. And it's so imprinted in us, and in a way, giving to them, we're giving to ourselves. So there's a little selfish side to it. Another example that he gave is a master who has a slave or an employer. So when you take care of your employer, you're doing that in order for him to be able to help you, in order for him to be able to work for you. So really doing that, you're benefiting yourself. You have yourself in mind when you do it. Another example is if we have like a rich person giving charity to someone poor. So he's doing it sometimes because he has this feeling, like we call it schar shamayim, which means he thinks, oh, I'm doing such a great mitzvah. After I pass away and I'm going to go to heaven, I'll be welcomed with open arms. So in a way, he's doing it now. He's helping this poor person. He's giving him charity or whatever, some kind of help, but he's really thinking of himself. And in a way, he's investing in himself, something that he will be given greatly after some time. And what he's giving now is really something that is brief and doesn't mean anything. He's giving money. So there we go with that. Another example is when we have even a person who just sees a person suffering, and it's hard for him to see, and he has so much mercy towards this person. Then even him helping this person who's suffering, he wants to help his own feeling, because he's feeling sad, he's suffering just looking at him. And because he doesn't want to feel this sorrow, then he's helping this person who is suffering. So in a way, he's also doing it to help himself. So all these examples, even though we know for sure, without a doubt, all these examples, we would think someone who helped us, if it's our parents, of course we have to be so grateful towards our parents. And a person who was given charity by a rich person who sustains his family now, of course he would be grateful. But in all these things, all these people who donate or give, they do it for the purpose of themselves. They see themselves, and that's why they do it. And even if they think for the next world and not for this world, even if they think what's going to happen after I pass away, even if they're doing it to help themselves right now, like the employer and the employee, or even if they just want to ease their feelings, it doesn't matter. They still have themselves in the background. And so what they do is not something that is consistent necessarily. It's something that has an end. It stops. And it has a beginning and it has an end. And also, they all, in a way, they think of themselves. But Hashem just makes us understand how much Hashem is giving us. Because Hashem is giving us without a purpose. Which means it doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. It doesn't matter if you do what Hashem says or not. It doesn't matter anything. Hashem would give you. Hashem will give you life, and Hashem will give you anything that you have, and every single step that you make is because Hashem enables you to do that. And He gives you health, and He gives you everything, every single thing that you have. And it doesn't depend on who you are and what you do. And it's consistent. And Hashem doesn't earn from that. He doesn't get anything from that. It doesn't ease His suffering, and it doesn't benefit Him in any way. It's all about generosity and kindness for no other reason. So if we're so grateful towards other people and towards other things, and it's so obvious to us how grateful we need to be in different scenarios, in different situations in life, how much the truth is we have to be grateful towards Hashem. That is it for tonight. I'm so sorry, it's such a long video. I will very much try to make it shorter tomorrow. And that's it. Good night, good evening.